Well, we are here in Alma, Missouri at the end of September, 7 o'clock in the morning. We are still on Farming Simulator 22. Sorry, but I'm playing on console, and it is actually too much work to try and make things the way they are now on this map in FS25. And since I'm on console, I'd still never be able to get it quite right because I wouldn't be able to get the ages of the horses right. I'm also playing on the first version of Alma that came out because for some reason I haven't ever been able to update it. It had always failed. And I've spent a bit of time customizing the farm, and I've just got used to it, and I like it the way it is. So I'm going to keep playing on FS22. And I hope those of you that play it on FS25, Alma, Missouri, enjoy all the new features that FS25 brings for you. Todd should be the last horse to exercise and groom. We'll come in here and put the tack away and check and make sure that is indeed the case. Because I rode them earlier than this gaming session, they're in no particular order. Kind of all jumbled. Not necessarily in the order we rode them. So we're looking at cleanliness and daily riding. And I think what will happen with Turk and Excalibur, I think next month their health will come up. Maybe it's only on the month that these things adjust. Cricket is dirty still. Let's go find Cricket. Problem is you have to open like the help menu to be able to tell the difference between Cricket and Roswell. Brush doesn't come up, so it must be, this must be Cricket. There we go. Let's see, what did I do after I left you in the last episode? We went over the field with the Landau, so both of those fields have been disked and mulched. I should say mulched. Let's see what else. I probably mixed up feed. And I might have moved some wool pallets around or something. I don't know. Oh, and we offloaded the bale trailer. That was about it. You didn't miss much. I thought about logging. It was probably about 6 o'clock. It's still bright out, or light enough out that I could see. I thought about going and cutting trees, but I changed my mind. Yeah, it's weird. When you come in to the game, even though this is mostly TMR, it looks like hay. In the cow barn, our oldest Angus are now, what, like almost 2 years old? 29 months, there we go. Everything's fine here. Not a lot of milk. I put more straw in. Got a ton of slurry. We could spread slurry maybe. We don't have enough wool yet. And how are the sheep? The sheep barn. Ah, they're fine too. In the green. Be nice to have the cows in the green. not? I don't know. I guess let's drive over to the spinnery. Check on things over there. We'll take the farm truck over. Grass is not quite long enough to cut. It will be next month, of course, and we'll be busy with 4 fields to harvest. We could mow the ditches and the area around this field, which is in canola. Got a little bit of rain shower overnight. So this field has no fertilization state on it. The other one we put manure. I could put slurry on this one, I suppose. If I had a lack of things to do. That grass is not long enough to cut around there yet either. So there was a box of clothes out behind this Granny's knitwear. So we'll grab that one, we'll put it in the shipping container, get it out of the elements. Oh, I left the shipping container. I come over last night thinking I could do it, and I opened the shipping container and it never spawned. So I never picked it up. Almost in the middle. This I don't think I'll ever pull off though, in first person. No. It was in the container. So how I put the last one in, I just extended the boom. And I was worried about, I think I was at full extension there. And I was worried about being able to get them out. So, I don't think. Oops. That was interesting. I don't know, I was picking up the container for some reason. I think that'll be fine. There we go. if each of those is worth like 18,000, like I think they are, it's 5. It's like $100,000 worth of clothing right there, nearly. Just for, you know, ballpark numbering. That's incredible. I may be able to just buy my cotton harvester outright next year rather than wait for one to come up used. That'd be something. Alright. We'll swing up to our other field just because we don't get out this way often enough. I guess we could probably make that a habit of when we go by the spinnery, come up here and just take a look. Spread manure on it. It's all grass. It looks fine. It's just been cut, right? So we own essentially from the railroad tracks to the road, from this road to the other farm track that leads up to the little woodland area. And that was kind of my goal, to acquire that much land. I think that's probably good. We could maybe get some more, but I don't know. I think we'll work on farming that for now and see how that works out. So this grass here can be cut. We could put the mowers on the case and do that. I'd been thinking about getting a little John Deere 5M to use as kind of my knock-around yard tractor. It's small. And maybe get that John Deere Batwing mower. I don't know if it'd be too big on the back of it or not. We need to start getting ready for the harvest tomorrow. Get the grain trucks out here. See, we'll need to get to the Parker. Then we'll need to get the combines out. Probably try and run 2 combines. So this will need to move over probably to the center bin. I don't know, which one should we do first? If you had corn and soybeans ready to harvest at the same time, or could we do both at the same? No, we can't really do both because the conveyor, we'd have to move it from one bin to the other, so we should probably just do one crop at a time, and I only have 1 corn header, right? Yeah, that's a bit of a conundrum. go. So if I'm going to run both mowers, I need to take the whole front loader attachment off, or the whole front loader. Take the weight off too. Will need a windrower. But not just yet. So we'll put that there and go grab the front mower. Careful. Get rammy. Alright, we got the mowers on. We can go cut that grass. We'll bale it as grass and we'll use it for the sheep. reminded why I was thinking about getting that batwing mower. I thought maybe it might do a little better job of getting this grass here. Shoot. Can I get this out of the way? There we go. Is that good enough? I think there's a little down on the other end we can get to. Not that one. That one. That little bit up by the road. But maybe we can get some of this over here. Ooh, something needs maintenance pretty bad. I think it might be these mowers. Run by the toolbox and see if we can take care of that. Clean them up first. Got to get in the habit of cleaning my equipment and repairing it more regularly. Because the more you forget, the worse it gets. And I don't know, some people claim or believe, hypothesize that your cleanliness also affects your maintenance. I have seen no evidence to that. Although it would be good if they did have it that way, but I don't think so. $121, $94. Oh, and the tractor. Yikes. Which is one of the reasons I don't like to use it. It's too expensive. How many hours we got on it? 71.9, so we are in the max wear category. Over 50 hours. probably explains a lot of it. That's one reason for getting the little John Deere. Keep down on the maintenance costs. I'll think about it some more. Of course, now that we've done the job, it would seem like a waste to think about doing it now. Right? Let's get the international with the rake, though. We'll rake and bale with this tractor. Maybe it'll be cheaper. It's filthy, though. And off we go. Might have to go around this canola field twice to get it all. Well, I think I could have and should have done that a little more efficiently, but we got it raked. So what I think I need, if that batwing mower articulates like this rake does, it would be much more effective in the kind of the ditches areas. Because just the way the, the side mower, the rear mower that kicks out to the side, the way it bends up and stuff, it's not real good in those dips like that. So I think if maybe we could do that better, we'd be better off. Go ahead and drop this here. I'll grab the baler and I'll get right on the baling. look up to this. Thing is, if I don't have that mower or that other tractor available when I need to do the job, I'm not inclined to use it, because I'd have to kind of break rhythm to go get it. But then again, I don't have a lot of storage space. I mean, my building's full right now. I'd like to put in another building, maybe like the Farmlander one, but I hate to clutter the yard, you know? It looks good the way it is. I have to think about it. Let's see here. Let's start right there. Looks like a good natural place to start. Actually, it'd be nicer if we were... Alright, let me go down here. I got a little bit more space I can turn around. So I probably could have mowed that down towards the water course here a little better. Look out for that bush. Alright. Up. Drop it down. There we go, we're baling. Baling grass for the sheep. It didn't take long. Of course, we were almost full to start with. Don't roll away on me. All right, well, it's almost 11 o'clock, 10:50 in the morning. I got 6 bales. Granted, one of them came right away on this field. I think, you know what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 625 centimeter bales you can get off of this little piece of grass right here. Probably could have mowed around the spinnery too, but so if I got 6 there, if I have at least 8, which I know I do, over around the canola field, that's a whole trailer load. So yeah, there's a problem with doing the 125s. They're fairly small. You get a lot more of them. But hey, a fairly productive morning. I wasn't necessarily planning on doing that. Let's see, what can we do to be productive for the rest of the day? We could cut timber, or we could slurry that field there. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can see 8 right there. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Oh, I missed a little there. Almost looks like I did. 2205. Let's see if we get anything. Yep. Gotta try and not be sloppy. Of course, next time I come around and do the grass again, it'll be there. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I can't tell if that's like grass or like a tire track. Same thing over here. I think it's a tire track. Well, these look like they could use some maintenance as well. So here's what I am thinking. I'm thinking we'll wash this, because the tractor certainly could use it. We'll do maintenance on both of them. I don't know if the maintenance of the baler was causing me to go slower, or if it was just the volume of the windrow. The larger the windrow, the slower the operating speed of the baler seemed to be. I probably should close that. I don't know how. Windows and doors, windows and doors. It would be nice if all the modders accepted a standard convention for windows and doors. But I guess if you're putting lots of different options on, maybe it doesn't work that way. I don't know. All right, 406 for the International, and 972 for the... There we go. So it'd be nice to get all those bales collected before tomorrow too. So. Open my window back up. Question is, when we go to town, do we come back with a semi-truck? Might not be a bad idea. Alright, so we'll put the front loader back onto here. The bale spikes so we can load it, but we'll go get lunch early. Two things. I want to get lunch at Mama Joe's, but I want to check see what they have for used equipment first. Nothing. Ah, dang thing. I'm wondering if I can leave that parked there. I think I will. I don't think it'll affect traffic. I hope not, at least. 11:30, we'll get a nice early lunch here at the end of September. Alright, well, it's 1 o'clock. That was an enjoyable lunch. I came to a command decision. How you doing? Well, I was in there at lunch. You know, we have a fair amount of money. It's not bad. We're not hurting, you know. So I figured, you know, if we want something, if I want to do something, I should just go ahead and do it. Everybody's looking at my truck. Didn't bother the cars at all. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy that John Deere 5M and that Batwing mower. And we'll just take them out to the farm. They'll be there when we want to use them next time. Nothing changing used equipment. So under small tractors, there's a 6M. Here it is, 5M series model year 2017. We're going to customize it. We're going to up it to 94 horsepower. Put Michelin's on it. And we're going to put a front 3-point on it because it's got a PTO and we can run the snowblower with it. And then we don't have to mess around with taking the front loader off of the case. And we will buy it. for $63,000. And then the Batwing mower is only like $15,000. The John Deere HX20. Wheels set. Whoop. Oh, can't change anything. Do I want lights? I think so. Oh, it could be a mulcher. That's cool. But all right, so we just spent $78,500 on new vehicles, but that's all right. Let's get this around back. What I'll do is I'll park across the road over at the corn dryer, and we'll come pick all this stuff up later. Because we're gonna have to move some of these trucks out to the farm to haul grain, I think, corn and soybeans when we start doing the harvest. So let's hop in our John Deere 5090M. We'll fire it up. That's nice. And then we'll hook up to our Batwing mower, which does look very large. But it only takes, I want to say 75 horsepower is all. Alright, as always, we want to open up our... We'll save that for another day. I was going to say we could look at our options in the help menu, but we're not going to use it right now, so we'll just remember to do that later. I want to run this out to the farm, and I want to go do some slurry spreading. Something else to do in the episode. You know, we got the turn signals on the mower. It's only like an extra $500 or something. So, all right, let me run out to the farm. Arriving at the farm, you know, 26 miles per hour is kind of slow. Certainly took us a lot longer to get out here than it did to get into town driving the F-350. Yeah, we'll check this out later. We got to get on doing some work here. So I'm going to grab the white Field Boss, and we're going to use it with the slurry spreader. So the idea is that's going to be our kind of, the John Deere 5M is going to be our kind of yard knockaround tractor to do a lot of the odd jobs. These older tractors now, the International and the white Field Boss here, we'll use for kind of the dirty work with the manure spreader and the slurry spreader. So this could use some maintenance. I'm not going to do it just yet. We'll head down to the slurry pond, if you can call it a pond, the tank. We're going to grab the slurry spreader. We're going to go out to the field that had been in oats. We're going to spread slurry on that. Now I'm doing this just because I have time and I want to do something, and something a little different, give you something to see in the episode, but don't really need to do organic on the these two fields, because I think we're doing corn in them next year. What I think I will do is, let's fill this up, is I'm going to do winter wheat, pine corn, organic in the small field that's currently in soybeans. And then we'll see if he likes the winter wheat or the spring wheat, which one the baker prefers. And who knows, maybe he'll want both. But we'll see. So we're gonna go, how are we gonna get there? Should we go out and around? Or should we go through? We'll go out and around. And what I probably will do is I'm gonna do headlands. Maybe I can get away with just one. And then get a worker started on it. Then I'm gonna grab the older John Deere. What? Is it a 4755? I'm getting it mixed up with my turbo, my Z-Tor turbo on the old Polish farm. You get that, and I'll run slurry to the tanker and keep it filled. At least that's what I'm thinking. That way we can keep it working. Okay, so this is working out great. It's exactly what I wanted to be able to do here, is have the worker going, and I keep the worker going by shuttling slurry back and forth. So the other thing we could do in the future is, if maybe one comes up used, we could get like a slurry tanker, or sorry, a field tank to keep slurry in out by the field. And then we could just keep filling that up, and well, you can't get a worker to do it. If I had 2 people doing it, then you can go fill up at the field tank. I also only put like 16,000 in here because that holds 15,500. So I can only fill it once anyway, and no sense having the extra weight that I'm not going to be able to, you know, put in there anyway. I'm just carrying dead weight around with the extra, whatever, 5,000-6,000 that I could carry. So I figure, well, the white struggles a little bit with the full slurry spreader tanker when it's going uphill, because it's just right on the cusp of how much power it needs. But it's working out fine. So off camera, I'll probably collect up those grass bales. It's already getting fairly late in the afternoon, so I don't think we'll get too much more done today. I don't think you'll miss much. We'll collect up those grass bales, but that'll probably be about it. Get ready for tomorrow, and then yeah, because it'll be a big harvest. So we got to go get the semi trucks, get them back out here, get the combines ready. So it's not too much time to get it all going in the morning, because October is going to be a busy month. So he's filled back up. We'll get him started again. And we'll finish this up. Back up a little, make sure he doesn't miss any. There we go. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here in Alma, Missouri Farming Simulator 22. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And if you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. We'll see you next time.